Hello everybody. Today I am doing some acrylics, kind of putting the finishing touches on this piece. Haven't decided what to call it, so if y'all want to pop some comments in, you can always add some suggestions, and who knows, I might end up naming it your suggestion. So at this point of the painting, I'm just kind of trying to go with what I feel. One of the things that being a self-taught artist and someone who paints really a lot with just how I feel and what I think looks good and kind of let the painting talk to me. I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, I know, but I just kind of, what does it want to do? I do that a lot with my alcohol inks. And this is actually the first larger painting that I have ever done in acrylics. I'm using a lot of kind of the metallic silvers and metallic blues and kind of going for kind of a mixture of an abstract and a regular painting. So right now, what I see is what kind of came through at the beginning is this is kind of like a water that is kind of dark and flowing through these rocks. So what I'm trying to do is very carefully, very slowly, very simply, just give it a little bit of darkness, a little bit of texture, so that it implies that the water is kind of flowing here. I don't want to get rid of any of the highlighted parts or any of the texture that is the blue, but I need it to have a little more depth. So to do that, I'm thinking that I'm gonna kind of add a little bit of these darker hues and really just soften them and blend them into the textures. So with that said, you can just kind of watch along, and I don't know if you can hear in the background, I've got some music playing. And we'll just kind of go from there. I've always found that less is more when I'm going to change a painting. If I go too fast or I add too much of a color, I end up hating it. So I find that when I just am starting, I can add just a little bit and then kind of go with some lighterness to kind of brighten it. But I don't want to add too much of the dark because that will take away from the movement and the feeling that I'm trying to create with all these, like, with all this texture. And I can totally see this in a reading corner, kind of where you sit on a stormy day and just want some calmness in your life. Even though it kind of feels pretty stormy, it has a calm feeling too, and I kind of like that about it. So, truth be told, what this originally started to be was totally not what it ended up to be. But then again, that tends to be a lot of my paintings because I come up with an idea and then as it goes, it kind of takes on a life of its own. So now I've just got a little bit, see, and I had too much on there. But if you see, I'm just kind of like brushing through some of the stuff to kind of get that feeling of water and darkness that's kind of coming through, but not really. So I will come back later.